caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with a. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Zit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. Cause when I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops. Getting guap, got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch.
I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with. To groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 54 Ricky. 380, 380.
Bortles now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And some room. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He's to the 10. And he will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, a 23-yard run. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Bortles to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. Skirts by him at the 35. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Find out.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Flush to it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 58 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Bortles now on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Lucy.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
All right, try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Bernard, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Carlos Dunlap able to run him down for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Bortles now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go, let's go.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this time Bortles will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
380.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. Look at the spin. Balance. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On first down, Bortles completes it to Moncrief left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And this one is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Third down here.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Lucy. Green 80. Green 80.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, nice move. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
20. Go Delta.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, here's Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to air it out deep for... Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Bortles now to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Vigil. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Bortles. Moncrief brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
11.
Throwing now is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go, gotta go. Delta.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. John Ross, the one he was looking for. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Throwing here, Bridgewater. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They get it to him running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.